everybody. I'm back to complete the chapter 12, Buildings, Paintings and Books. So let's start part 2. The first and one of the most important contributions of ancient India in the field of literature were our four Vedas. You have already studied about that. Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajur Veda, Atharva Veda. And if we discuss about Upanishads, the Upanishads contain teachings by the celebrated teachers to their selected disciples. They are in the form of dialogues between the teachers and students. Some of the great epics were written during this period. Epics. First, understand what is the meaning of epic. Epics are grand, long compositions about heroic men or brave men and women and include stories about gods. A famous Tamil epic, the Silapadikaram, was composed by a poet named Ilangu around 1800 years ago. Another Tamil epic, the Mani Mekkalai, was composed by Sattanar around 1400 years ago. The two great epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata, are another priceless literature contribution of ancient India. The Buddhist and Jain texts are also important religious literature of this period. Now let's have a look about the recording and preserving old stories. A number of Hindu religious stories were written down around the same time. These include the Puranas, meaning old, which were written in simple Sanskrit verse and were meant to be heard by everybody, including women and Shudras, who were not allowed to study the Vedas. The Puranas contain stories about gods and goddesses such as Vishnu, Shiva, Durga, or Parvati. They also contain details on how they were to be worshipped. As we have discussed earlier, also, two Sanskrit epics, the Mahabharata and Ramayana, had been popular for a very long time. The Mahabharata is about a war fought between the Kauravas and Pandavas, who were cousins, and the Ramayana is about Rama. You must have seen on television also. These stories were shown on television. Valmiki is the author of Sanskrit Ramayana. Ordinary people also told stories, composed poems and songs, danced and performed plays. Some of these are preserved in the collection of stories such as Jatakas and the Panchtantra, which were written down around this time. Stories from Jatakas were often shown on the railings of stupas and in paintings in places such as Ajanta. The Jataka tales and Panchatantra tell us about the people and the society and gives us lessons about the nature of man and how he reacts to different situations and circumstances. These stories have a moral lesson which are relevant to us even today. Dear students, this was also the time when Aryabhatta, a mathematician and astronomer, wrote a book in Sanskrit known as Aryabhattiyam. He stated that day and night were caused by the rotation of the earth on its axis, even though it seems as if the sun is rising and setting every day. He developed a scientific explanation for eclipses as well. He also found a way of calculating the circumference of a circle. which is nearly as accurate as the formula we use today. And did you know zero was invented in India by Aryabhatta, Varahamihira, Brahmagupta, and Bhaskaracharya were some other mathematicians and astronomers who made several discoveries. Now you will try and find out more about them. This is the picture of Aryabhatta. He also calculated the value of pi as 3.14. So, my dear students, with this, we have completed our chapter. I hope you have understood this chapter. Please give a thorough reading to the chapter completely. Stay safe, stay happy. All the best.